Today I woke up and did some writing work, and I got it on paper, and I was pretty impressed how I was able to gather my thoughts first thing in the morning, because a lot of times I wake up anxious or whatever, thinking I got to do this, I got to do that, or I should do this, I should do that. And there's literally I'm lucky at the moment, like I don't really, there's nothing pressing, but it's anxiety, it's fear, it's shame, it's guilt, it's all these things, and it's not healthy. So it could be just as damaging, thinking, oh, I don't need to do anything, or you better or else. Those are the two extremes. So I was wondering, what's the gray area in between I don't have to, or you better or else. So I'm going to start with you're better or else, because that's just the thing that goes through our minds. I better work out, or else or I'm gonna, or I better please this person, or I better do this, or I better do that. And like 9 times out of 10, you don't end up doing what you better do, because the approach is wrong. So for whatever reason, my mouse is not working. There it is. So you better or else equals fear, guilt, shame, paralysis, anxiety. I don't have to is dismissive, can be lazy or evading responsibility. The positives of you better or else is you handle your business, be responsible, and make positive, healthy choices. I should reword that. It doesn't equal that. These are what we're hoping to get out of being hard on ourselves. We hope that if we're hard on ourselves, that we'll handle what we have to do and be responsible and make positive, healthy choices. But a lot of times, you'll just continue to fart around on the internet if you think you better do this or that. Or I didn't mean to pick on anybody. I mean, this applies to me. The good part, or maybe some positives of not giving into the you better or else thought, is you have maybe some healthy boundaries. You might be being kind to yourself and no whip cracking, which means you're not beating up on yourself, saying you should do this, you should do that. Stands up to you better or else, which is basically a bully. You better or else sounds like a abusive father or something. You know what I mean? It's like, you better, I'll kick your ass. Like, that's what we're telling ourselves, and therefore that doesn't motivate me anyway. And I don't have to. The dismissive, oh, I don't have to do that, it is just as bad as you better or else, because they both lead to fear, guilt, shame, anxiety, and paralysis. I don't have to reinforces fear, guilt, shame, anxiety. So the question is, how do we get these good results? We handle our business, be responsible, and make positive, healthy choices without beating ourselves up or evading responsibility. We add self-compassion in between, and we change our vocabulary. Self-compassion means being kind to ourselves. That means not saying you better or else, but also not being coddling ourselves where we don't take any action or responsible action. Self-compassion is a subject in its own, but it's basically the opposite of being an asshole to yourself. If we could change our vocabulary, we could maybe make some better choices and actually feel good about them and feel work things out. So rather than you better or else, or I don't have to, there's some helpful alternative statements here, which is, I would prefer to mow the lawn. It would be wise to go shopping. I would like to work out. I choose not to work out. I choose to play video games all night. Fill in the blank. I prefer preferences over demands, or shoulding ourselves. All these self-statements are not demanding, rude, angry, mean, pussy. Excuse my language. It kind of gives us a little bit of our power back, because our mind can play tricks on us. So I think between self-compassion and changing our vocabulary, we can maybe move towards a better mental health and proactive life and recovery, whatever we're recovering from. I'm coming to the conclusion, I think we're all recovering from something, and sometimes we don't even know that we're have something to recover from. So maybe you're not there yet, or someone,
but
when you can look at yourself, you're probably on the right track. So I hope this added value to you. I thought this was good. Putting it into practice, I think the key word is practice. This isn't going to come naturally. You're going to have to practice it. I'm not telling anybody what to do. I think this just sharing the information, but this applies to our goals, not just responsibilities, but our life goals. I could put off all kinds of stuff indefinitely with this better year, or else, or I don't have to. Anyways, I think I've made all the points I need to make. So hope this was helpful. All right, peace.